Hi guys, in this week's lesson I'm gonna show you how you can go through an entire jazz standard with only Pentatonic scales. Pentatonic scales is probably not the sound that you connect with jazz improvisation right away, because usually most people think about chromatic passing notes and using modes and major scales, melodic minor and whatnot. But it's still an important part of the vocabulary since the 60s, and since it's also one of the scales that most people learn just when they start out improvising, it's something that's useful to sort of hang on to and to use as an approach when you're starting to improvise. So I already made 2 lessons on how to apply pentatonic scales to jazz chords, which I'll link to here. And just to take that a step further, I decided to take a jazz standard called Ladybird and use the chord progression from that, and show you how you can improvise on that using only different pentatonic scales and keeping it all in one position, just to keep it kind of simple. The first thing that you need to make sure of that you know is, of course, that you need to know your pentatonic scale in all positions, which means that there are 5 of those, and I'm just quickly going to play them so you know what I'm talking about. If we take the key of E minor, because that's very guitar friendly, then you would have these positions. So 5 of those, and we're going to take those different positions or fingerings and put them over this song in one position, so that it's easy to improvise with them, and then show you how that works. So let's first look at the song. I've used Ladybird before in my lessons. It's a 16-bar song. Probably that's one of the reasons why I use it, because it's not so long. It's also not very complicated, because it has only basically basic cadences, in fact. So the song is like this: C major 7, C again, F minor 7, B flat 7, C major, C major again, B flat minor, E flat 7, A flat major 7, A minor 7, D7, D minor 7, D7 altered, and the turnaround is C major 7, E flat 7, A flat major, D flat 7, back to C. So for each chord in the song we can use a different pentatonic scale. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how I choose them, because I already covered that in the lessons. So for the C major 7 you can use the E minor, so the pentatonic scale from the 3rd of the chord. So this scale. The next chord we get is F minor, and there we'll just use the F minor pentatonic. After that, B flat 7. Since this is not an altered dominant, then the one that works the best is actually the G minor or B flat major pentatonic. So that would be this. Well, back to C major, where again we can just use the E minor, B flat minor, we'll just use the B flat minor pentatonic, on this E flat 7, as you can hear, I made it an E flat 7 altered chord, mostly because then we just can demonstrate one more option of pentatonic scales. So if I have this E flat 7 altered, you can look at it as being a sort of A7 with a 13, which means that you can use A major pentatonic, which is the same as F sharp minor. So we have and then we go on to A flat major 7, and we're going to do the same as we did with the C major and just use the pentatonic scale from the third of the chord, so C, so C minor pentatonic, A minor 7, A minor pentatonic, and the D7, again unaltered dominant, so we use D major or B minor pentatonic. And then D minor and D minor pentatonic, G7 altered, same idea, D flat major or B flat minor pentatonic, and then in the turnaround you get C, E flat, A flat and D flat. And because I wanted a different scale, I don't want to have an altered E flat 7, but I do want to have a different scale on the E flat and on the A flat. So I chose to do it like this, so I said, well, okay, the normal E minor on the C major 7, and then I actually play this like a sus chord, so I play B flat minor, and then on the A flat I can then use my C minor pentatonic again, and then I can use the on the D flat 7 I'm using the B flat minor or D flat major pentatonic, and then resolve of course to C. So those are the different scales that go with the chords, and now we covered the whole song. So the next thing is just to practice them and get used to fitting them over each chord and being able to play through that in time. Here's a solo that I recorded using these scales. So that's how I would play a solo on this song using only pentatonic scales. Of course, this is not the only approach to improvising on a song like this, and maybe also not the best way to start off if you want to really get into jazz improvisation. On the other hand, if you already know your pentatonic scales and you can sort of see the relationship between the chords and the scales that are chosen in this lesson, then it's a nice thing to check out. And also if you want to expand on your vocabulary and have these pentatonic scales as part of your jazz vocabulary, then this is a good exercise. And you can also do this of course with a lot of other tunes with more complex harmonies in them, and see if you can find ways to sort of navigate them using pentatonic scales. It gives you other ways to come across the changes than just voice leading the chords and thinking in target notes. So for that it can be sort of a refreshing thing for your solos. In any case, I hope you can use it, and I hope you like the video. feel free to like the video on YouTube, and if you like it you can also of course subscribe to my channel. The examples that I went over in this lesson are also available on my website as a PDF you can download. And on my website you can also subscribe to my newsletter if you want to stay up to date with my whatever lessons I'm putting out. I make a lesson pretty much every week. And of course you can subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. And if you have any comments or suggestions, then leave them here in the video, or connect with me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Google Plus and let me know there. Suggestions for videos, for topics, for lessons are always welcome. Yeah, so until next week, thank you for watching.